Hey guys, I just wanted to come in with a video. This is my Benelli M4. Been shooting it for a little bit, but I heard, I saw it, on the packaging and everything. You can switch these over to be a little more left-hand or southpaw friendly, and being left-handed, that would help a lot. So the main thing that you can actually change on these things are the how the safety is set up. And what that allows is when you're shooting left-handed, if the safety is set up normally for the right-handed, to actually deactivate the safety when you have a round in the chamber, you actually have to let go of either the grip and reach under the rifle and push it, or you have to let go with your support hand and try and hold it up and then take off the safety, which I wouldn't recommend at all, because the rifle could definitely dip on you, and with the safety off, that wouldn't be good. So yeah, I kept looking, trying to find how to switch that safety. I couldn't find anything, so this is a quick video, at least just to give maybe a little more of an idea of where that safety is on this weapon, kind of how to switch it out. It's not that hard at all. So the safety I'm talking about, this is how it is switched over. So this is the right hand side of the gun, and the safety is actually on right now. So if I flip it over, you guys can see, here's that Benelli kind of triangle, and it's set up on the left, and you see it's popped out, so it's actually on right now. So what I can do is I can hit it, and you see now it's on fire. So for the left-handed shooter, it's a lot nicer to just be able to pick up the weapon, and my finger already being on this side, it's set up right on the safety itself. This is a safety. It's really bad lighting, sorry. So your finger usually will ride up here, or right around this area. So you can just pop that safety off and then go ahead and go to shoot. And then normally what I'll do is, as I'm bringing the weapon over, I can kind of wrap my hand and turn the safety back on that side. So if it's right-handed, it's a little more tricky. I'll show you with my right hand. So how awkward it would kind of be for a righty to shoot mine. It's not too bad, but if it's your weapon, you might want to do it the way you want to do it. So this is my right hand, and see how my thumb is up on this side. So I have to actually kind of release the safety. If you look at my hand, it's all the way over, to try and do that, and that's with the weapon leaning on something. And then you have to then you can come back and you can shoot, because you see how low your thumb is here on the grip in comparison to the safety, and it kind of covers it a little bit, but it's nowhere close to that safety. But my other finger can engage it really easy. So here's kind of what I did real quick. See if I can do it one-handed. Sorry about everything being pretty jostly here on you, but it's just a quick video to see if I can help anybody out. So eventually I'll do some more stuff to this, but I don't have any more money right now. These things are not the cheapest things, but they won't break. And I honestly would rather save my money for one thing that's not going to break than buying other stuff. And not saying that Mossbergs do break or anything, because those things are extremely reliable. But this is just what I wanted. So let me break this down. And let's see, this is going to be the tricky part. I might have to put this down for a second. So just a second, let me see. Maybe I can get this to stand up right here for a second. So, oh, let me push the pin, pull the pin, and then this should just pop on out. So you got your trigger group here. So, and that's all you need. You don't actually have to take the stock off these things. So, put this aside. So now here with the trigger group, this is what you want to kind of get into. So let me get I got a light. This will kind of help. Okay. So here's your safety right here, and then you've got directly above the safety, you've got this little roll pin right here. Now, ideally, you want a roll pin punch. If you don't have one, just make sure you use something that actually fits right. You don't want to really mar it up too bad. But that little roll pin holds a spring and a detent. And I'll rotate it up, see if I can get it to stay up. And if you can't really see down in that hole at all. There you go. There's a roll pin. That's kind of reflecting there. And that little spring and detent is what's holding. The detent pushes on a notch in that safety. So literally all you need to do is knock out that pin and make sure your finger is on top of this hole. Sorry. Is on top of this hole right here that's now pointing at you, because that spring's under some pretty good pressure. If you guys have one, obviously these things aren't, they snap over pretty solid. They don't wiggle, they don't wobble. So what you're going to want to do is hold your finger there once you get it almost all the way out, and or you could leave the punch through, and then as you pull the punch out, that will allow you to retain that spring and little plunger. That way you don't have to try and buy them or search your whole house for it, or garage or whatever. So you go ahead and pull that out, and then literally all you do is flip it around. Just that easy. It literally just rotates right on around to the other side right here. So let's see, bring it back over here. And then now getting it back in is a little bit tricky, not too bad though. Usually what I do is I just put the punch, push it all back down in there and push the punch through until I get the pin started, and then kind of hammer the pin back in, and with the detent, and then you've switched it over. So you can kind of mess with all your right-handed friends that all have their guns set up for righty, and you got stuff ejecting into your face. You can kind of at least get them back on something. They kind of flip out with the whole safety. So that's just the quickie switch over for the safety. That's the main thing you can do with these as far as setting them up for left-handed. I've actually still got another thing. Is it's kind of simple, but on the stock itself, I've got the cheapy little elastic bandolier side saddle to hold another 6 shots. And when my right-handed friends are shooting it, they want to pretty much take those shots out of there, because that hits their face pretty good when they try and cheek weld up to it. And then eventually I'll also be putting on the larger side saddle. Still trying to figure between 6 and 8. I'd actually like to see an 8 before buying one, because I know that brings it real far back in front of the trigger. And I know for me, my finger sits there, but you can always put the shells on top and just have those two sitting up. So we'll see how that goes. All right, thanks guys.